Okay. Wait. Oh, I see. That's like independent. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of... Today I'm going to show you guys my screen actually. And we can do a little bit. I'm going to work on this assignment here a little bit for my operating systems class. About Banker's algorithm, which we should have an idea of this already. By simulating the allocation and okay. So I'm going to look at this assignment. I'm going to draw a little bit of a diagram about what I think it could look like programmatically. And then we're going to get a little bit into the C implementation of this. And I could totally fail, but that's okay. Even if I fail, it's really okay right now. I just need to start working on this. Okay, so we have the available vector. Man, do you have to do that every single time? I don't need you to do that. The max matrix. The allocation matrix. All inputs are read from 3 separate text files. Each file contains negative integers set by commas, but for a matrix, like, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. That's so confusing. Hold on, I need some lotion in my face. So here's my first point of concern. And see if I'm going to build a matrix from a text file. How am I supposed to build it from the file? Does there need to be new lines set up in the thing? Let's see this. No. Okay. Anyway, so we know that we're gonna have, so file 1, yeah, available, man, can I do text? No. Can I not do text? Interesting. Oh, okay, so we can just do like shape. So file 1, file 2, file 3. So those things will exist. So it'll be like, oops. Okay. So it'll be like the available matrix, available vector, max matrix, And then the allocation. Okay. So allocation and then available. So these are going to be the input files. So that would be input. So they will all three go in to the function, whatever you want to call it. And they're going to be like a matrix in so we've seen this in class. Yeah, we've seen these in class. That doesn't really matter. So it must determine a safe state, safe sequence of execution, that's it. Yeah, so let's just yes, I'm saying like that. So if it's like 332, and then we'll just copy this. 322. Okay. Wait, that was the max. Whatever. And that guy sucks. Let's go to max. Put that in there. And for this one, and delete it. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 0. Yeah, like, should I put the new lines there? We're gonna figure it out. This is the dirty stuff that I'm gonna need to go to. 1, 0. Okay. So that's what do you mean? Okay. All right, so this is matrix. This is matrix subtraction. Subtracting allocation from max. So that's max. Subtract allocation should be like 7, 4 or whatever. Yeah. So how? See, you also have to do. Okay, so these two are going to. What is it? Subtracting allocation from max. So this is going to determine another one. Another matrix. What is it? Need. Okay. They're like the subtraction. So the part in there, but matrix IJ is, yeah, that's just matrix subtraction. I just don't know how to do that in C, to be honest with you, at this moment. The system evaluates whether emails. And this is the actual algorithm right here. Wait. Oh shit. I can't lie to you right now, this whiteboard sucks. I wish I could put... Wish I could put text boxes in there. But unfortunately, I cannot. Okay. I have an idea though for this. So you can make each process a struct, which has like, it's a yeah. So what if we did something like this? This could be Cook City right now. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't think this will be really. Whatever. I'm just going to do this for a sec. So let's get rid of this. Actually, this is not great. Okay, so the first thing, like I said, we will have the 3 files. So available, we will have the max, which is something, and we will also have, what do you mean? Oh wait, hold on a second. It's okay. So then we will have the allocation. This is going to be fed into the function, to the whatever, to the program. And once this happens, the first thing that will happen is this. The first thing we will do is calculate the need. Emails, bro. Everyone's emailing all the time. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm busy right now. So the first thing that we're gonna do is calculate the need. This is calculate need, which is just some matrix subtraction. Okay. Then you can initiate the algorithm. Determine stage by blah, blah, blah. What is that? Need for... Yeah, so it's just literally determining how much of each process. Yeah, that's what need means, obviously. How much of each process, or each resource type, sorry. How much of each resource type does the process need? And that is simply the allocation, or yeah, the max minus the current allocation. Max is, by this definition, the max is how much of that resource the process can be expected to need or whatever. So you just account for it needing all of it. Therefore, its total need, could be labeled as like the total need or something instead of max, because max makes it sound a bit flexible. But we're just going to assume that it will use its max. So the current need is going to be its max minus the allocation, which we understand. And then this need matrix is going to... So then it's going to take the available vector, which we have is a vector. It's a vector, not a matrix. So just like a vector like this. So just XY. Just be like X, Y, Z. You know, blah, 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 blah. So then you can start the algorithm up, I guess. Let's see. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. So it initializes a working copy of available. Fair enough. So copy available vector. Sure. You don't want to, I guess you don't want to disturb the master copy here, I guess. Each process is marked as unfinished initially. This is what makes me think of having processes as a struct here. Each process is marked as unfinished initially. Well, in the raw form, there's no processes at all. It's literally a matrices, and a vector. So this hints toward maybe having a struct for the process. Right? So you could have like, let me put this in here like this. So what if it was struct, or wait, I don't forget how to do this. Type of struct. Oh god. Wait a minute. Is it like process? So it would be like what is it? It's integers. So integers for max, right? I don't know. This is a rough sort of idea. I'm not sure how to do this. This is basically pseudocode. And then int would be need. And then you could say, is it bool? Bool finished. Or maybe like, I don't know, status or something. Say, I don't know. This is what makes me think of that. The system repeatedly, boom, right here, loop. The system then repeatedly searches for a process whose remaining resource requirements, whose need can be satisfied with current available. Easy. So you copy the... You copy the available vector or whatever. Okay. Copy... Copy available vector, and then you have it here. X, Y, Z. And then you take, let's say, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just do like 5. So what it's gonna do is, hold on. Let's just make this a complete example. You never know, it's a H. This is really funny, actually. Okay, so then it's gonna come here. And it's gonna go against every single one, and it's gonna say like, does, or actually the real question would be like here, is X, Y, Z greater than or equal to A, B, C? Right, I think that's the actual question. So then you say, is it equal to this? If it is, then you run that. You essentially, if it is, you just add it back in, essentially, and then you mark it as full. Alright, let's just write F. If XYZ is greater than or equal to ABC, then how will order? Let's write it like this. So what do we do here? If that's the case, then you just add these. But that's the need. You also need to... No. Okay. Let's do this. We're forgetting the allocated matrix again, or just figuring. Let's see. Okay, don't forget this is the need. We can't forget that the allocated matrix is still associated with this as well. A, B, C, D, 1. E1, F1, D2, E2, F2, etc. etc. D1 to 3, 4, 5. Ugh. I just need this freaking. Sick of my hair getting in the way all the time. I'm cooking right now. Okay. It's actually a simple. It's a simple comparison which will determine a sequence of events. Yeah, so don't forget each process is associated with. So this is like P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Okay. If XYZ, okay, so let's just go down here actually. So let's compare. We'll just take this example down here. If X, Y, Z is greater than or equal to A1, B1, C1, if that's true, if this is true, then you put like what you just name it just variable, so or just sum, whatever. Sum equals A1, B1, C1 plus D1, E1, F1. Okay. And then that sum is going to be like new available, which is available, which is this vector, and this is vector. These are vectors as well. Available plus sum. Okay. And then you move on. And then you move on. Well, actually, you would say PX, and like PX dot status equals 1, I guess, for finished. This bool, dude, freaking, it's gotta just be 0, 1, right? Or true or false. I wonder if the bool. Okay, so it's just. Okay, so wait, this can actually be a lot easier. I mean, it's the same, but it can just be more readable. Bool finished, so like it'll literally be true or false. So, or not 0, 1. Can you use 0 in there? Oh, I think you can. Oh yeah, it literally is. Okay, that makes sense. Whatever. Okay, so bool. I guess you can just. Can I set like a default? Can I set a default like this? No, we'll see. So px dot finished would equal true. Actually, that should be false. So equals true, and then you add to the sequence. Add px to sequence, which can literally just be whatever, you know, whatever length. Does it need a name? I don't even know. C is such a pain in the ass. Okay. However, if it doesn't, you just move on. Continue, whatever. So I think this would be like some sort of while loop. How do you do matrix fucking matrix subtraction C? I don't even know. That is a freaking Python. I mean, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do the matrix. Yeah. Fair enough, so I can't do this. Maybe. So maybe I just can't do that. Yeah, I honestly just don't know how to read this. So I just need to read it. Read mode. I just want to read it. That's it. So let's try to read it. Okay, let's just try to. It's always the little stuff in there. It's always the stuff that. It's not the logic. So. Does that do it? Now this makes sense. So while I learned about this before. So while the character equals fget character in pointer, file pointer is, oops, while that is not in the file, which is defined in standard IO.f, I think, or .h. So print, does it just move it already automatically? So print this, ch, yeah, so, and that's it. F close, the file pointer. Okay, let's see if this works. So it did. Well, actually, I don't think it's this. But I think I'm also reading a character as well. So this might not work. This might not work because I'm technically reading. Oh wait, maybe it did. Let's see. Oops. Hello? Let's just. No such. Oh wait. Man, I'm always just typing real fast. I'm always typing really fast, really inaccurately. Okay, so it's doing that, but I don't want that. Yeah, it reads a single character. I don't really want that. It reads one string. Can't I convert a character to an int? Or no, is that stupid? Yeah, subtract a character 0 from the char. Let's say that's so. Man, it's kind of. What is up with C? So the I would be CH minus this. I. Okay. But this is also gonna be a freaking comma. Oh my goodness. So then. always the little things, dude. This algorithm's not even that crazy. It's just me stuck on how to frickin' construct the matrix from a text file and frickin' see. This stuff is so annoying. It's so annoying.